Tonight, rent-paying woes. As businesses face a dramatic decrease in revenue, we take a look at what resources are available to help them make ends meet.
Plus, layoff impact. After Essential lays off more than 500 workers, we're taking a closer look at what it means for the hospital system.
Plus, Grandma's Marathon canceled for the first time in the event's history. The summer tradition won't happen.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Tomorrow is April 1st, which means rent is due for most businesses and renters.
And for many who have been laid off or forced to temporarily shut down their business due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this comes with a lot of anxiety. CBS3's Emma Quinn spoke with a local business owner about how she's making it work.
Deb and Mike Strope have owned Uncle Louie's Cafe in Duluth for almost 10 years. Usually tables and booths are filled with customers, but it's been quiet for several weeks now.
It's keeping us afloat. Is it screaming busy? No, but it's just the two of us, and it's enough to pay the bills.
Staying afloat due to COVID-19 has led them to lay off their 13 employees.
And most of my employees are pretty much okay for at least the first half of the month. A lot of them have already gotten their unemployment checks.
Strope adds paying the bills is a big concern. They can afford April's rent, but the months after that are unclear.
Further down the road, if this goes to 2 to 3 months, it's going to be a challenge, I think, for everybody.
Financial experts say COVID-19 has hit everyone hard. Steve Burgess, CEO of National Bank of Commerce, says keeping in touch with your landlord or banker is important.
Keep communicating, and some of them may be able to offer some assistance with lower payments or a portion payment or partial payment or even deferred payments.
And keep track of what you're spending.
Take a look at your budget and see what you can do to cut out expenses and kind of live a little bit more frugally.
Burgess says the economy is slowing down, but believes things will pick back up in the Northland.
The economy is definitely slowed in the Twin Ports. It has not stopped.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we're doing stuff that's going to be encouraging the future economic activity within the Twin Ports.
But Strope says it'll be hard to get back on their feet, but are hopeful to bring employees back and serving customers once again.
So it's amazing that we can keep them all. They're all welcome back. We want them all back. We have a fairly good staff.
Burgess encourages everyone not to fall behind on their rent or mortgage payments if possible. He also recommends not taking out any cash out of any of your accounts, as it is a way to help you save money.
New tonight at 6, the highly anticipated opening of a new Duluth restaurant has been delayed due to coronavirus. The owners of Boomtown Woodfire Bar and Grill had hoped to open the Duluth location this spring, but now they're not sure when it will happen. The other locations in Eveleth and Hibbing are currently closed due to COVID-19. The owners say they hope to reopen those restaurants in May, then start interviewing for the Duluth branch soon after. The ceremony marking a dark date in Duluth's history has been canceled due to COVID-19 concerns. Organizers had hoped to gather 10,000 people on June 15th to mark 100 years since 3 black men were wrongfully accused of raping a white woman and hanged by a mob. Organizers say there is no way to responsibly gather that many people safely. They also say the impact on organizing and fundraising had been considerable. Virtual events will still happen during the month of June. The groups plan to reschedule the main ceremony for next year.
For the first time in its 44-year history, Grandma's Marathon has canceled its 2020 races due to COVID-19. Race officials say they had to consider the fact that the marathon, half marathon, and 5K bring tens of thousands of people from all over the world right here to the Twin Ports each June. CBS3's Ryan Combo gives us the latest from Grandma's finish line in Canal Park.
Yeah, that's right. The third Saturday in June, the stretch of road behind me here on Canal Park, as well as up the North Shore Race Course, is usually filled with fans and runners, but that won't be the case this year. And according to Visit Duluth, the emptiness could cause Duluth a $9 to $10 million blow. The decision to cancel the race also means a bit of a financial blow to runners who had registered for the racers. Instead of offering a refund, Grandma's is giving a 20% discount to any registered runners who want to race in 2021. Race organizers said because they are a nonprofit, your registration fee has been converted to a donation. They say that allows you to claim the entry fee you paid as a tax write-off. They're also offering a virtual version of the race that any number of registered runners will automatically be entered in.
That was the toughest part of the decision, is knowing that we have to now go back and tell the runners all we can do is a virtual option. We're offering a discount for next year. Even a 20% discount on our registration next year is going to set us back potentially close to $500,000. And we're going to have to make that up, and we think we can. But that's what we're thinking of first, is the impact it has on this community.
As for the virtual version of the races, all you need to do is run your race whenever you want, wherever you want. As long as you upload your results online by July 31st, you'll still receive your finisher t-shirt and medal. Now, as we mentioned, this would be the 44th version of Grandma's Marathon of its anniversary. Now, race officials say next year they'll move forward with the 45th event, which will be taking place June 18th and 19th. And coming up tonight at 10, we hear from a veteran marathon participants and a newcomer about this impact this decision is having on them.
All right, thanks, Ryan. Visit Duluth leaders also weighed in on the decision to cancel the marathon. They said they realize how hard of a decision this was for race organizers, adding that so many people know and love Duluth because of Grandma's Marathon, and that love will continue as they look forward to next year. All right, Dave joins us for a quick look at the weather. Dave, it wouldn't have been a bad day for an outdoor run today with temperatures we saw around the region.
Yeah, even by the lake where it was cooler, it wasn't that horrible,
Yeah.
but inland, glorious spring-like temperatures. High temps today, 54 or 52 International Falls, Big Fork at 54, Grand Rapids 50. Close, well, Ely and Hibbing, upper 40s there, mid-40s for Moose Lake, but indeed cooler by the lake, upper 30s from Silver Bay through Two Harbors to Park Point, and then from Superior to Ashland into the UP, only 30s there. Gorgeous day, though, today, thanks to high pressure that was in control. So we had sunshine, making spirits bright. Off to the west, though, there's a low-pressure system that will already increase clouds tonight and bring us a chance for a rain-snow mix tomorrow, Wednesday, and straight-up rain for Thursday and Friday. Here is our day planner for tomorrow. The day starts with a slight chance for the mix. It picks up a little bit by lunchtime, but the better chance for any of this precip to come across will be late afternoon into the early evening. High temp around 42 for tomorrow. When I say mix here, yeah, there could be a couple of snow showers mixed in with the rain showers, but I don't think anything is going to stick. Most of this event is going to be rain, and it might accumulate to the tune of an inch here from Wednesday, Thursday into Friday as well. Come Saturday, we'll change our weather around once again, and I'll tell you what flavor that's going to be coming up in just a bit.
Thanks, Dave. They hope they don't need them, but they have to be ready if they do. That was the message today from the Minnesota Emergency Management Director about setting up temporary hospitals for coronavirus patients. Joe Kelly says they visited 7 sites and validated 5, which can accommodate 600 extra hospital beds. Their goal, find sites to house more than 2,700 beds. The team was in Duluth looking at locations today, working to be ready for the surge.
We are not going to immediately build out all these identified spaces and put stuff in them. We will convert facilities for this use where and when we need to.
State leaders, including the governor, are encouraging Minnesotans to stay home to buy them time to be ready for the virus to peak. That's projected to happen anytime between mid-May and mid-June, according to experts. Governor Tim Walz says the state ranks highly for health because people go outside a lot, but he says don't forget to social distance.
But we're seeing crowds that are a little too big, especially around the lakes, and I would encourage people to continue to think about this and continue to know this is one of the biggest differences we can make.
Walz says the state is still gathering data to determine when the virus will peak in Minnesota, but they're erring on it happening sooner rather than later. The state has also received a waiver from the federal government, so students will not have to take standardized tests this academic year.
Just 3 days after saying they were only thinking about layoffs, Essentia took action, putting 500 people on administrative leave. The hospital announced the layoffs last night. Reps say they made the call and told staff yesterday. The The hospital is predicting a 20 to 40% drop in revenue because they're no longer doing elective visits and procedures. At a press conference last Thursday, Essentia's Dr. John Pryor acknowledged it may seem counterintuitive to reduce staffing at a time like this.
We are trying to preserve our resources, recognizing this is a marathon. If you don't have the money to pay people to be here to take care of, when we really have a surge, that's going to be a major problem. So we are trying to be responsible about that.
Essentia says the people impacted by the layoffs can use paid leave or sick time or apply for unemployment. They will be able to keep their health insurance.
Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers wants to issue a major disaster declaration for the state. The Democratic governor sent a letter to FEMA today asking President Trump to issue the order. Evers said the state's response to the COVID-19 virus has exceeded the resources currently available. He says this would open up other options to curb the spread. Evers declared a public health emergency on March 12th in response to the outbreak.
Let's take a look at the number of cases around the region. Michigan has more than 7,000 cases with over 200 deaths now. Minnesota has topped 600 cases with 12 deaths, and Wisconsin has over 1,300 cases with 16 deaths. Of the 850,000 cases worldwide, there have been more than 175,000 recoveries. If you have questions about COVID-19 symptoms or treatment, you can call the numbers listed on your screen. We also have those numbers available on CBS3Duluth.com. Just click the coronavirus tab.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, how Duluth city leaders are using technology to bring a smile to children's faces.
Inland temperatures got into the 50s, but here by the lake, only 38. That's a little bit cooler than normal. Cool enough for snow, but there's a slight chance for a mix coming in tomorrow. That'll turn to rain by later in the week. We'll talk about how much could come down coming up after our break.
Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments. As an essential part of your community, your Ford dealer can assist with home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Along with our 6-month payment relief program, lease an F-150 for just $289 a month at your local Northland Ford dealer.
Hi, I'm Stephen Ray. At Miners National Bank, we offer local originating, local processing, local closing, and local servicing. For your next mortgage, apply now. MinersMortgage.com. Miners National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Pizza Hut's serving all your family's favorites. And now you can get a large pizza with up to 3 toppings for just $9.99. That's less than $3 a person for a family of 4. Available for carryout or ask about contactless delivery. From our hut to yours.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Sparta. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
Hi, Minnesota. Governor Tim Walz here. We're in an unprecedented situation in our fight against COVID-19. Please note that the state of Minnesota and our private sector partners are doing everything we can to keep you safe, but we need your help. Minnesotans, stay home. Let's flatten the curve on COVID. Let's make sure that we keep our family, our friends, and our neighbors safe. And if you need more information, please go to the Minnesota Department of Health website. Together, Minnesotans will defeat this and come out better on the other side. Thank you.
To those who are on the road and keep our warehouses and stores stocked, those cooking the takeout orders and who help us in the store, those who keep things clean, and those who answer the call and keep us safe. We know these are trying times for everyone. So thank you. We're all in this together and appreciate your dedication.
Prep the suit, I'm coming in. Don't you want to know who's behind the mask? Despite all the darkness, despite all those who doubt, I choose hope.
Batwoman, Sunday at 8/7 Central, only on the CW.
CBS 3 Weather is brought to you by St. Luke's. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
We begin with a live look at Robinson Lake on 169 just outside of Ely near Eagle's Nest and Bearhead State Park, a road that I traveled a million times when I was a kid in Ely going to Grandma's house in Tower and Sedan. All right, beautiful day out in that neck of the woods today. High pressure control bringing in some sunshine, but you notice the lake still frozen over. We're hoping for warmer temperatures, and away from the lake, some towns did get them today, but for the week ahead, thanks to cloud cover, it may be hard to get some ice melting temps coming around. We'll cool down perhaps a little bit as our chances for precip go up. Right now, let's eye up these current conditions at the airport in Duluth as I sashay across the screen to get a fresh battery for my earpiece here. I may as well be honest. Should have been smarter and walked around the side, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and you can't hear the director if you don't have a battery in this particular piece of equipment. So there we go. Back in action here. Now we'll sashay our way back towards the screen as we take a look at these current conditions, which show it's 36 degrees at the airport in Duluth. Right now, 64% is the relative humidity. Easterly, northeasterly winds running 14 miles per hour, and for the time being, the air pressure is high at 1,021 millibars. But a fresh low is coming to call tomorrow. Barometer readings will go down, clouds will go up, and a rain-snow mix likely will come down about this time tomorrow night. 50-50 chance for it. Cooler by the lake today, looking at 30s in the upper peninsula right now, and 30s for the South Shore. We get into the 40s as we go further inland in Wisconsin, and we do hit 50 by Hinckley, and still 52 Big Fork right now. International Falls at 52 as well, or 54, but even Minnesotans are cooler by the lake. 30s from Two Harbors towards Silver Bay into Grand Marais and even Grand Portage. Tomorrow, temperatures, a similar range, frankly, a little bit warmer inland, a little bit cooler by the lake. Not as warm as things could be thanks to cloud cover coming in, but not right now. We've got high pressure and control still, so most of us do have a clear sky, but clouds will be on the increase tonight. We're already seeing them starting to cross the border from Fargo into Moorhead and coming our way. So clouds go up tonight, setting us up for a rain-snow mix chance tomorrow. It's building slowly during the day. The better chance for the mix will be late afternoon and into the evening. But since a warm front is leading this low-pressure system, the mix may only last a little while. It probably won't stick as any snow. And once we get to the backside of the low as early as Thursday, it becomes rain. Rain that could last through Friday, and rain that could accumulate, there we go, to about an inch by early Saturday morning when a beautiful day comes our way. So our next sunny day like today likely will be Saturday. Tonight, here's what we get for temps in Minnesota. About 20 near International Falls and about 30 around Park Point. Everybody else is in between. Clouds on the increase. They increase into Wisconsin, Michigan as well. Low temps, upper 20s there. Tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan, 40% chance for the mix. Highs running 45 to 52. And Minnesota temperatures run upper 30s by the lake, maybe 50 inland, 50% chance for the mix. And with the extended forecast, mix Wednesday, rain Thursday, rain Friday, sunshine Saturday, Anthony. 42 degrees may not be that warm, but with sunshine, it'll feel great. And then look at Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Hopefully, even here in the head of the lakes area, we do get past the 50-degree threshold.
Hopefully. We'll cross our fingers. In the meantime, free car wash Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's what I'm looking at.
Well, I've never thought of it that way. Good job, Tony.
Thanks, Dave. Well, with stay-at-home orders in effect in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan, people everywhere are trying to find ways to keep themselves busy and avoid feeling isolated. UMD Assistant Professor of Public Health Marzell Gray says it's completely normal to feel everything and anything that you are currently feeling. He says what matters is what you do about it. Gray says making sure you follow a routine every day helps. If you're working from home, he suggested working for an hour, then maybe take a 15-minute break to stretch. Self-care is also going to benefit you.
Another recommendation is to set goals for yourself still. Just because you're in isolation, that doesn't mean that your life is stopping. You know, try to be positive as much as possible.
For more on a Fond du Lac woman who is doing just that by teaching the community her unique skill, head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com.
Are you happy as a hippo? Or angry as a duck? Maybe sad as a chicken? Can you sadly say cluck cluck?
The internet has become a key way for people to communicate around the Northland. Duluth Mayor Emily Larson teamed up with the Duluth Library for a virtual story time. She read the book from her house with people able to watch on Facebook. Next Tuesday will feature Police Chief Mike Tuskin, followed by Fire Chief Sean Crige. Kelly Hinseth is coming up next with sports. Stay with us.
I don't like bullies, and I don't like you.
Star Trek Voyager.
Find heroes and icons only on My 9.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Hey, Tom.
Sheila. Hey, don't take losing the Anderson business personally.
I resigned it, Tom. I guess they didn't tell you about their opossum problem.
I thought it was pronounced possum.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS3.
Find your favorite CW shows on the Duluth CW, cable, satellite, over the air, and streaming on KDLH Duluth.
In your community, there are businesses ready to help you through this difficult time. From restaurant takeout, appliance repair, roofing, or AC services, BBB connects you with local, trustworthy companies ready to do business safely and ethically. Support your local economy. BBB, building trust in trying times.
In the industry was in reporting and storytelling, and so to have those skills each night really adds value.
They're saying a Duluthian would need to work 90 hours to afford rent.
He went right from a reporter where he was covering everything in the Northland, and he went right to the desk. He really does know what he's talking about.
Get to know Anthony Mack weekday nights on CBS3.
Mariah Haberman here from Discover Wisconsin. Join me and the rest of the DW crew every week on this station for all things Wisconsin. Continue the adventure on social media and discoverwisconsin.com for behind-the-scenes content and great Wisconsin giveaways, including a chance to win a free vacation. This week's featured prize package could take you to Elkhorn. Just visit discoverwisconsin.com for details.
CBS3 is going live at 5, focusing on bringing you hyper-local news and weather. Getting the stories that impact your community the most, right down to your neighborhood.
130-year-old.
We're live outside the Husky Refinery.
The city of Duluth is getting a new hockey rink.
A new convention center is coming to Virginia.
Special ed here in Finland welcomes the mushers from
CBS3, live at 5.
It's on the other side.
I saw that.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS3.
Well, we are having some technical difficulties with Kelly, so hopefully we'll be able to get her back here at 10. In the meantime, a Minnesota state trooper moved a doctor to tears when he turned what should have been a speeding ticket into a heartwarming act of kindness. Dr. Sarush Janjuna, a cardiologist at a coronavirus quarantine unit in Duluth, was pulled over by a trooper, Brian Schwartz, for speeding on I-35 near North Branch on March 21st. Instead of a ticket, Schwartz handed Janjuna 5 N95 masks he was supposed to use as protection, along with a firm warning for speeding. The doctor shared her story with CNN's Anderson Cooper last night. The doctor is from Boston but travels to Minnesota for work. She says she was on her way to the Twin Cities when she was pulled over.
N95 medical masks are a precious commodity right now. You're both obviously on the front lines. Can you just explain what it meant to you to have that gesture?
Well, at the hospital where I work, we're not quite starting to face shortages yet. We're just starting to see COVID-19 patients, a lot of suspected cases. but we're not feeling the shortage as acutely as in New York or New Orleans. What I had been doing was reusing an N95 mask for suspected patients or anyone that I wasn't going to be in close contact with. And I think Trooper Schwartz saw one of those masks in my purse as I was searching for my license, and he felt that I could need a little bit of a helping hand.
Tonight at 10, we'll be hearing from both the thankful doctor and Trooper Schwartz.
Also on the CBS3 News at 10, keeping employees safe and healthy. That's the message from mining companies as they keep their doors open and products going out. But is enough being done to protect the workers who are making those products? In tonight's Eye on Mining, we'll hear from one company and a union spokesperson on the steps being taken during this time of uncertainty.
All right, Dave, you get, because of Kelly's technical difficulties, you get to give us an extra long final weather tonight. Are you ready?
Well, maybe her battery is dead, too.
Yeah, maybe.
She'll have to go walk over and get a fresh one off the charger.
We're all learning this craziness, right?
I think we are indeed. And we need to take a look then at the forecast because changes are coming in a matter of hours. Today was gorgeous. Yesterday, gorgeous. Tomorrow, we go back towards the cloudy side of life. Increasing clouds tonight in Minnesota with low temps running 20 inland to 30 by the lake. Easterly wind 5 to 15. Wisconsin and Michigan, they'll mix things up a little bit. Easterly to northeasterly wind 5 to 15. With low temps in the mid to upper 20s in that part of our country. Increasing clouds there, though, as well. The border won't stop the clouds. And from the clouds tomorrow in Wisconsin and Michigan, we get a 40% chance for a rain-snow mix. It builds up slowly from maybe 20% at 5 in the morning to 40% by supper time tomorrow night. And tomorrow's high temps go 40s by the lake, low 50s inland. Very similar to today's trajectory of temperatures. For Minnesota tomorrow, cooler by the lake, about 38 degrees to 40 there, then warmer inland, 43 to 50. And it's a 50% chance for the mix building into Minnesotans by this time tomorrow night. And so from the mix on Wednesday, which may contain snow, but probably nothing that'll stick this time, we go towards the warm sector of the low, and then it becomes just rain for Thursday, Friday, low to mid 40s for surface temperatures, 60 to 80% chance for the rain, and it might add up to an inch worth of rain by Friday night. Then come Saturday, though, we get our break, and a beautiful break it will be. Clear to partly cloudy sky, high temp near the Twin Ports, only low 40s, which is close to normal, but I think 50s are possible farther inland thanks to that sunshine. Enjoy the sunshine while you can because the rest of us do get into the 50s by Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but the price we'll pay will be increased clouds once again and another round of rain showers.
All right, not too shabby for the last day of March. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.
CBS3 closed.